It's Christmas Eve at 8 p.m. in Brown's Steakhouse, Blanchardstown. Two men enter the establishment, and one of them, 26-year-old Tristan Sherry, heads towards a booth where members of the Blanchardstown mob are seated. Employed by Mr. Flashy, the leader of the Gucci gang, Sherry pulls a submachine gun from his jacket and attempts to shoot, but the weapon malfunctions. As he tries to escape, he finds the back door locked. Cornered, he is attacked by several members of the mob. Sherry is ultimately killed, suffering nearly 30 stab wounds from a steak knife, being struck with a bar stool, and shot in the head with his own firearm. As the investigation into the incident began to unfold, one thing was clear. The hit was supposed to be a statement from Mr. Flashy, but it ended in disaster. It was another one of the usual gang violence caused by two rival gangs that ruled Dublin. However, who is Mr. Flashy and what is the origin of the bloody feud between these two gangs? Who is this strange person known as Mr. Flashy? He is 30 years old and heads the Gucci gang, which controls a major chunk of the lucrative hard drug market in Dublin's northern suburbs, particularly Finglas, where he wields tremendous power. He has become infamous in Ireland for flaunting his enormous wealth on various social media sites, generating both admiration and envy from the public. His squad, known for its intense love of luxury brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and Rolex, has developed a distinct reputation through their unrelenting obsession with designer labels and the showy lifestyle they flaunt online. However, underlying this expertly built facade of riches and leisure lies a smart and deadly criminal organization known for horrific bloodshed. Mr. Flashy's rapid ascent to power followed the notorious 2016 assassination of David Byrne, a high-ranking member of the Kinahan cartel, which is considered the most feared organized crime syndicate in Ireland. When Byrne was viciously killed at a boxing weigh-in, the cartel's previously firm hold on Dublin was momentarily compromised, allowing the ambitious Mr. Flashy to seize control of Finglas and other areas in North Dublin through calculated violence and intimidation. By early 2017, he had established himself as the clear leader in the northern drug trade, allegedly making an impressive £22,000 weekly from hard drug sales alone. This amount highlights the significant profitability of Dublin's illegal drug market. The Blanchardstown gang represents a distinct kind of criminal organization. This closely knit, family-operated group is based in Blanchardstown, located just west of Dublin's city center. At its core is a powerful trio consisting of a father and his two sons who have built a long and violent legacy marked by conflicts with Mr. Flashy's Gucci gang. The Irish police, the Garda Síochána, are familiar with this family's illegal activities, but their real names cannot be revealed due to legal restrictions. Their activities include large-scale drug trafficking, extortion, money laundering, and a number of violent crimes that have long terrorized the local community. The long-standing and murderous competition between these two formidable crime syndicates has lasted for many years, with violence increasing dramatically over time. According to accounts, Glenn O'Toole, a hired killer linked with the Blanchardstown gang, was on his way to murder Mr. Flashy when he was caught by police in 2017. A search revealed that he was carrying a loaded weapon and a silencer, providing unequivocal evidence of his murderous intentions. O'Toole was unable to fulfill his mission. In a startling turn of events, he was discovered dead in his prison cell just a week later, with many investigators leaning towards suicide, although whispers of foul play continue to circulate within Dublin's criminal circles. The Gucci gang viewed this event as a significant betrayal, leading to a swift and violent retaliation. Mr. Flashy's crew invaded O'Toole's wake, showcasing blatant disrespect and igniting a massive brawl at the Cardiff Inn pub. Following the chaos, 7 men were arrested, with 4 ultimately convicted, including notable figures from both rival factions. The cycle of retaliatory violence has continued, worsening as rival gangs vie for dominance in Dublin's lucrative hard narcotics trade. Homes have been burned down, gang members have been shot in public throughout the day, and assassination attempts have been made several times. In one botched attempt, two Gucci gang members were hit by an SUV, causing catastrophic, life-altering injuries. TikTok footage of the event revealed Blanchardstown gang members taunting their injured rivals. With blood on their minds and their reputations on the line, the Gucci gang planned vengeance and reprisal. It's Christmas Eve at 8 p.m. in Brown's Steakhouse, Blanchardstown, where the festive mood is abruptly disrupted by the entrance of two men. One of them, 26-year-old Tristan Sherry, surveys the bustling restaurant before making his way to a booth filled with members of the infamous Blanchardstown mob. Sherry, an enforcer for the notorious Mr. Flashy, the charismatic yet brutal leader of the Gucci gang, reaches into his jacket with deliberate precision. In a split second, he brandishes a submachine gun and begins firing at the unsuspecting patrons. However, in a twist of fate, the weapon malfunctions and jams unexpectedly. Panic erupts as Sherry frantically attempts to escape the aftermath of his failed assassination. He sprints toward the rear exit, only to find, to his dismay, that the door is securely locked. Cornered like an animal, he is swiftly overwhelmed by several furious members of the Blanchardstown mob, driven by adrenaline and a desire for swift retribution. In a matter of minutes, the would-be assassin lies lifeless on the restaurant floor, stabbed nearly 30 times with a serrated steak knife, brutally struck with a heavy wooden bar stool, and shot in the head with his own firearm in a cruel twist of fate. This failed assassination attempt by Sherry and his unnamed accomplice marks yet another violent episode in the ongoing gang war that has plagued Dublin's underworld for many years. The Christmas Eve attack was carefully orchestrated by Mr. Flashy's group to showcase their strength and authority in the ongoing turf conflict. However, it resulted in complete failure, escalating the violence between these two formidable criminal organizations. Mr. Flashy, who has faced multiple assassination attempts in recent years, ultimately left Dublin and sought temporary refuge on Spain's sunny Costa del Sol, a popular hideout for Ireland's leading gangsters looking to evade law enforcement and rival assassins. Despite his efforts to stay under the radar abroad, the cycle of violence in Dublin persisted without pause. In a particularly shocking incident that even rattled seasoned police officers, Mr. Flashy's associates responded to a slight by firebombing the home of an innocent mother connected to a Blanchardstown mob member, signaling that family members had become acceptable targets in this escalating and brutal conflict. Despite the significant dangers to his safety, Mr. Flashy felt compelled to return to Dublin to take direct control of his criminal operations. In late 2022, he stealthily re-entered the city, efficiently re-establishing his influence in the northern suburbs, where his dedicated associates had upheld his interests during his time away. The attack on Brown's Steakhouse on Christmas Eve was meticulously orchestrated as a bold declaration from Mr. Flashy, a strategic move to reaffirm his authority in the ongoing turf conflict since his return. However, the assassination attempt went disastrously wrong, only intensifying the relentless cycle of revenge and violence that has plagued Dublin's underworld for years. The conflict between the Gucci gang and the Blanchardstown mob extends beyond just the drug trade. It revolves around core criminal values, dominance, control of territory, and maintaining a strong reputation. Within Dublin's underworld, respect is gained through intimidation, and Mr. Flashy's impressive ascent in the hard drug market has been strategically crafted through brutal methods, flashy exhibitions of wealth, and a relentless readiness to remove anyone who poses a threat to his position. Over the course of his criminal career, he has managed to evade several elaborate assassination attempts, skillfully avoided intense police investigations, and has cleverly utilized social media to cultivate a captivating yet perilous image. This persona draws in impressionable young individuals, luring them into his violent lifestyle with enticing promises of quick wealth and a life of luxury. As the number of bodies accumulates in morgues throughout Dublin and law enforcement focuses more on resolving this violent conflict, one question persists: How much longer can the elusive Mr. Flashy escape the grim destiny that has befallen many of his deceased Gucci gang associates? In the perilous landscape of Dublin's gang warfare, where loyalty is fleeting and betrayal is sudden, his reign at the top may be drawing to a close. And that will be all for today's video. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for more criminal gang stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.